What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Andy Robertson My Player Career Mode. Today for the first game we have Southampton, who are ranked 14th in the Premier League, and we're going to look to get into this game here and hopefully dominate and get another 3 points and hopefully close that gap between numbers 1 and 2 there. Spurs at second and Manchester City pulling away right now with 32 points, sitting on top of the Premier League. We definitely don't be wanting that. So we're going to have to get into this game and really try our best. And in terms of how we're going to do this going forward, guys, it's going to basically be every game that I start, I'm only going to play 2 matches. And then if I get to be a substitution, I'll do 3 matches. So we might not get to see a Champions League game in this. But we do have Southampton and then we have Everton like 3 days later. So I don't know how match fit we're going to be. But we're going to look to be hopefully fit enough. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this game with Southampton and hopefully get 3 points. And move a little bit closer to second place. Right, here we go. Liverpool, Southampton. Mo Salah has scored 3 goals in his last 3 games, and he's definitely been on form lately. It's always great to have Mo on form, so we're definitely going to be looking to get into this game here and bag 3 points here in this very important Premier League game. We can't really be affording to drop any more points now. So Liverpool and Southampton is going to be a great game. Some of our players come from Southampton, so we're going to look to see what we can do against some of our old clubs. And there's me, used to play for Southampton, so it's pretty insane to think we need to get a match rate of 9.0, successful pass rate of 6.5, and then a team possession rate of 60%. Quite comfortable with all those except for the 9.0. It just seems to be a bit much. But let's get into the game and see how we get on. Kicking off the game here. We actually don't have the best stamina as it is at the minute, due to playing a game only a little bit earlier on there. So, go back here, yeah. We're going to look to switch it here along the wing. And we're really just going to be looking to play safe. We can definitely bag ourselves 3 points here, you know, and it's definitely possible. So we're definitely looking to get into this game, and I don't know how that's not our ball, but it's not. But yeah, we're looking to get into this game here and just kind of walk over Southampton, keep possession of the ball, which we haven't managed to do already. But stick tight to our man. I'm going to be holding a lot more of L1 until he starts making those all-important runs, and when he starts making those runs, that's when we're going to take over. So it's going to be a lot of holding L1 and seeing where we should be standing in this position of the pitch. Sneaks in behind the defence there. We're going to go to him. He's going to have to come in past us. And we make a great tackle there and it goes out for a corner. Simple stuff like that. Oh, it doesn't go out for a corner. Cool. Came off the striker, so we're going to lash that down the pitch there. And we're kind of, you know, finding our bearings. It's been a little while since we touched the game and just want to get back into it a little bit. I'm going to start making my run down the wing here. Seeing what I can find in the box. I took an extra touch. One extra touch too much cost us an opportunity at goal there. Oh, but that's a banger. That's an absolute fantastic goal. Fair play. What a goal. And for some reason we skipped the celebration there, but not to worry. And I think it was actually Mo Salah who got it. It was. Mo puts it in near post. Beautiful. Beautiful ball from Jota, but looks it. And then boom, just slid in. Fantastic. Great assist. Great goal. 11 minutes in. Go back on form, lads. Something's gone right for us so far. And Southampton now take the kick off again, looking to answer back with another goal, but unfortunately they are already stripped of the possession. And we can see him making another run down the wing there. We're going to carry on forward, and we do have the derby after this, which is a little bit, it's love and hate for me, because I'm probably going to miss that game because I'm so knackered. Hopefully in the 3 days that we get, we can have a little rest, and hopefully that'll do something good for us. And we're kind of all over Southampton here. They're not really getting a minute to breathe. Uh-oh. And the moment I say that, mistakes were made. Mistakes were indeed made. But thankfully our centre-back there putting in a shift and just absolutely connected on a great tackle, a safe tackle. And then we're off on the wing again here. Actually, yep. Still have the possession. I couldn't see there for a second. It looked quite dark over there. But we're still on the possession. Still on the possession, definitely carrying it down this right hand side of the wing here very, very nicely. This is going to be given in by the skipper. Back to the skipper, put to the cross goal, and unfortunately it doesn't fall to anything or anyone important. And now here comes Arsenal to do our job again. Just going to let him come up the pitch a little bit more. I know he's going to want to hit the give it and go. Putting in a great tackle there again. Unfortunately we can't strip him of the ball. But it looks like it's going to go out here, and it is. It looks like it's going to be a Liverpool ball. And defence is going quite well. You know, I've taken a few days off from the game and just really wanted to get back into playing it today and seeing how we go. And I can see that big gap going down the left-hand side there. Like, how can you not give a ball like that down the left-hand side? It's a perfect ball. And Southampton are really struggling on the left wings and the right wings now. So we're definitely looking to be playing it down here. And in the centre too, you know, they're not doing too well in the centre either. But maybe a match rating of 9.0 at this rate is going to be quite slowly, steadily for us. And there's another goal. And it's a beautiful goal. And it's Mo again by the looks of it. Mo Salah is just absolutely on form. I was giving him a lot of crap in the past episodes, and I was just really letting him have it. But he's just been on form. He's bagged himself 2 goals today in a very important match. You can't ask for more than that from the Egyptian king. He points for it where he wants it, smacks a far post, tucks underneath the keeper's arm. It's a beautiful 2-0 up for Liverpool at half time. And playing the way we're playing now, you know, we're kind of looking a little bit unstoppable. I fear any team that's going to come up against us in the Premier League. And, you know, going back to that City loss, I think we lost 4-1. That's one I definitely want to get back, you know. That City loss, we shouldn't be losing to City 4-1. And definitely want to get that one back. We're here, our Southampton now again on the counter-attack, looking to just even get out of their own half. We're really locking down our men really well. We're definitely putting the pressure on them. And now we're going to see if we can box him in here. And look at that. Because of that, he gives the ball away. And now I've given the ball away, but it's fallen back to where we wanted it to. And we're in through again. Look at this. This is just absolutely sensational play. It's going to have a crack. No, it doesn't fall that insignificant. So Southampton again are going to get another chance at this. But with Southampton, they're always being put on the counter-attack, and the defenders really starting to struggle here. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful football. Should be able to get ourselves a 3rd goal here. And we can't, unfortunately, but it will fall out for a corner. Do you know what? I'm very, very comfortable going into the next couple of games if this is how it's going to go. Ooh, looked like it could have been a penalty there. It was quite close. But unfortunately, it falls out for a goal kick. You know, the defender's leg came up quite high there. Settled out, was a 50-50 out, and that could be our challenge. No, I thought it was going to come to us and knock it down the line there. It's all coming down from the left. It really is all coming down from the left, and we're going to look to get back here now and chase our mans down. I'm going to pull it in a little bit there. Yeah, just give it over. Give it over. There you go. So we're definitely doing our job in terms of being a defender. We dropped a few ratings there. I think we were 7.9, dropped down to 7.4. He's offside, unfortunately, but you know, it's to be expected. You know, we're getting a little bit excited, and you know what? He's off. He's off by a good bit. They definitely played the offside trap there, so good on them. But they're still 2-0 down heading into this half time, and you know, it's not looking well for Southampton right now. They haven't really had an opportunity. They haven't started the game. They had 1 or 2 opportunities, but since then we've really just locked down the attack and kind of made it our mission to let them know what the story is, and we're here for these 3 points. And you know, if we're doing this against Southampton, could you imagine what we're going to do against Everton? I don't believe the Everton team has a good team to take the points away from us, and no point in me chasing him down when there's no need to, you know. But it's just the attack that we're putting on is fantastic. Hold on here now. Now Southampton are in with an opportunity. And they can't get at him. Oh, I didn't mean to call for that. I did not mean to call for that. I accidentally pressed the wrong button thinking I was going to go in for a tackle. Nice apology from me there, but it is what it is. 2-0. Mo Salah so far being man of the match for us. Two fantastic great goals, 2 great assists. And yeah, we're playing fantastic. We're playing great in defence, playing great in the midfield, and Salah's absolutely smashing it up top. So, you know, as you guys can see there, we still have to get a team possession rate of another couple of percent, and our 7.5 match rating. I'm not going to be sad with that, like, you know what I mean? But guys, let's get into the second half and continue the momentum. Okay, here we are. Southampton kicking off for the second half, and God knows what their manager said to them in the dressing room, but hopefully it was along the lines of, you know, get your arses in gear and start making good tackles and great attacks, because this Liverpool team are out for blood today, which we are. Look at that, stripping them of the ball already again. And look at that run. I'm not even going to carry that up. I don't need to. I don't even need to carry that up. That's a little flick, and it's a goal. Congratulations, that's sensational again. This is just absolutely unreal. The way we are playing is just making me so happy, and it's Luis Diaz getting himself a goal there as well. Now, not exactly a Salah hat-trick, but Luis Diaz, like, to make that run off that pass was just sensational. And you're really seeing a different Liverpool team here now, and just having so much fun playing the game again. It was nice to get back on after, I think, 2 weeks off, and it's just different at the minute. Just the way we're playing, the way I'm able to play and play more freely, like a better even left back. Do you know what I mean? And now Still able to get the ball down the wing, and Diaz is going to come off after a great performance. He's going to come from Mane, and we're going to be playing off our favourite left winger in the world, so definitely going to look to be shooting that down for the pace, and this could be falling to us. No, it doesn't, but I tell you what will fall to us is a shot. Oh, some strike that was. It's a beautiful little strike. Again, if you want. I'm going to cut it across goal here if I can. I can't, unfortunately, because I haven't got the pace. But you know what, we had a shot. Keeper made a great save. Good for him. Henderson hit it off wide there. It's not to worry. The ball was always kind of floating away from the outside of the post. It's fine. It's not to be worried. It's actually not even a bad miss. He had some opportunities there, and I came close. Diego Jota is coming off for Divock Origi, who is unfortunately no longer at Liverpool. Heartbreaking. Liverpool legend, fantastic player. Divock Origi is without question one of the Liverpool legends, so sad to see him go, but it is what it is. You know, he's carrying on his career, and we'll carry on our career here at Liverpool, and hopefully we'll put in some extra shifts and find ourselves another 3 points here. And that's falling to me again. I'm telling you now, because the way I'm feeling, I'm just saying, with the way I'm feeling, I'm being a little bit greedy with it, but I'm telling you now, I've been working on me striking to get those long shots up, and it's paying off a little bit. Southampton are once again in all sorts of trouble. Look at this, look at the pressure. He's going to try and turn that on me there. No, it doesn't work, but it does the second time. So he gets a second turn. Good for him. It didn't really work out for him in the end, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. And we are now still 3-0 up in Southampton, and we're just all over them. And here comes Curtis Jones off for Fabinho. Fabinho, great player. Curtis Jones, great young player. Definitely on the way up in the club. You know, he's definitely a super sub. He's great young player. I'm going to look to absolutely knock this down the pitch to Mane. Mane does the right thing, giving it back. Yeah, we're definitely playing well. I'm trying to get myself into more space. Don't want to be giving up a clean sheet or anything like that, but very, very comfortable being 3-0 up. Just going to give this back here. There's no need to be pushing it off too much, you know, especially with the 3-0 up, and we are getting a little bit sloppy though at the back, which is my concern. That it's my fault that I kind of caused that attack to go as bad as it did. Definitely going to look to fix that error for definite. It's going to fall to us, and we're going to knock it down the pitch here. And again, I'm just going to keep going because I don't really see myself playing this Everton game. Mane. Well, actually, offside. That's a goal. That's got to be a goal. Oh, Mane coming on as a sub, almost bagged himself a goal. Unfortunately, did not get it. Keeper was wise to it and managed to stop it. Here comes Southampton now on another counter-attack. He's cut in behind us. We have made our runs back. And there you go. Once again, great defending. Came toward the man. No, we're all over that. All over. No. Good clearance. It's getting close here now from Southampton. We're getting a little bit dodgy at the back, I have to say. Down to me though. All down to me. Dodgy at the back. Mane should have the pace there to absolutely outrun him. Hopefully square it across if possible. If he wants to carry it in, he can carry it in. He is going to carry it in. Went for the chip. Unfortunately not. Fell straight to the keeper, but the game is always going to be there, you know. The game's always there for us there. 78 minutes in. It's very, very unlikely that Southampton are going to get themselves a goal, let alone 3. But they are kind of pushing up a little bit more here and there, and I'm not even going to be calling for that with how knackered I am. I don't really feel like calling for it, but I really don't want to be playing this Everton game, to be honest with you. I'd rather just be on the bench. Win that header. Beautiful, we do indeed. Yep, I'm going to just, you know, yeah, win now. Huh. It's near the end of the game, so I might as well just carry it through. And unfortunately, I went near post. I should have went far post. I could have really went far post, but the defender was closing in. I didn't want to be waiting on it. It is what it is. And Nathan Redmond is going to come on, and he is coming on for Mohamed. I am not pronouncing that. Nope. Not even going to try and butcher that name. Here we are, guys. Another corner here to go 4-0. We could have went 4-0 and got ourselves a better rating. Oh, I don't like that. That was a bit of a dirty tackle that was there. Win the header again. Southampton are still just having a lot of issues in the later half of this game. Did play very well toward the start of the second half, but since then it's going to be a bit of a letdown for each other, and we'll stay marking our man here. Can't just get too complacent now, you know. The clean sheet is always on. And there it is, covering 2 strikers at the back. Easy money. And it looks like it's going to finish. Oh, I don't know about this. I didn't really want to run for that, but I did. And I tried to get that away quicker, and I was able to actually get it away quicker, which is nice. But can Mane make the run for that? Can't, unfortunately, but he's going to carry on his run here into the box. Put pressure on the keeper. Fabinho's going to make that win. I'm going to just see if I can get it across back to Fabinho. I'm going to go. I'm still gone. Oh, nah. I don't think that was a bad call for the pass, but however, guys, 3-0. Mo Salah getting himself 2 and Luis Diaz getting one right at the start of the second half. That's a fantastic win. Played like a great team, you know. The lads should be very happy with that. Should have got Origi more involved than what he was, but yeah, you know, fair play to Mo, done his job. Luis Diaz done his job. Everyone done their job today. It was a very, very good performance, and poor Southampton there dropped 3 points, but we show that we're the better team today, and it is what it is. Guys, let's get into the match rating and see how hard Klopp is going to be on us for not kind of getting that 9.0. Okay, so guys, as you guys can see, it's 7.7, dropped -15, got a 9.5 success pass rate, so we got a +5, but then there you guys can see it's a 49% pass rate, or team possession. But in fairness though, in the team possession, it should be about the 11 individuals, not just me carrying that team possession perk, so it doesn't really make sense. But guys, let's get into the Everton game, and let's see what kind of energy we're able to get back for that game. Okay, here we are, back again, and playing against Everton, starting, it's fine. Everton are 7th, we are currently 3rd, picked up a big 3 points against Southampton. We're only 4 points off of Spurs now, so I feel like if Spurs drop some points, we can definitely catch up to them in 2 games. But let's get into this Everton game and see how tired we are. I don't believe we're going to get the full match out of this. I might even sub off at half time, so you might get 3 games out of me today. So let's see how that goes, guys. Right, here we are, match day against Everton, the derby, rival versus rival, Liverpool, Everton, and we're actually not too tired. I thought we'd be a lot more tired than what we are, but don't get it twisted, like, we're still quite tired. We're playing 90-minute games, so I'm definitely going to give myself the first half at least. And we actually have Wolves, like, in the next 3 days as well, so we're going to be quite tired coming into this month, and it's not something that I'm looking forward to for the team. I'm seeing a lot of second string team players, I'd imagine. But here we are, away at Everton, looking to make a mark, and we're coming out in the home kit, because why not? Need to get a 7.5, make 4 interceptions, and get a cross success rate of 50%. That's going to include a lot of running. I don't know about that, because I'm looking to come off at the second half, live from Goodison Park, and the match is off, and the derby has begun. And let's just take our time. Same thing we did in the Southampton game, just take our time and really move the ball around the pitch well, and Everton should not be able to keep up with the kind of game that we're gonna look to put out here. You know what I mean? It's just Everton are not on Liverpool's level, in game or real life. So I'm kind of hoping that we can find. Tried to find that little sneaky ball. I did try to rush the play there a little bit. That actually is my fault. But you know what? Give Everton the possession now. Get it out of the way early. Make sure that we're closing down the attacks. Make sure they're not getting what they should be getting out of us. And for some reason he's gone through here. That's a fantastic block. That's a fantastic block. Ooh, and Everton with the first shot of the game. 8 minutes in, and it's gone out for a corner. Oh, it hasn't gone out for a corner. I thought that went out for a corner. Must not have went out at all. I'll carry the ball down the pitch here. If they're going to give me space like that, oh, that was a very key touch there. He's very lucky to get that. Pop down the Mane, down the wing. So as you guys can see there, look at our stamina. We're quite tired already. Our fitness levels are great, but we're just not able to hold up what we need to be holding up with. And now we're in the box, and he just needs to turn and shoot that. So he's going to have a go there. Oh, unlucky. Go again, lads. Up for it. So as you guys can see here, straight away, both teams finding the target. Oh, that's a beautiful goal. Oh, gotta do better. Fortunately, Thiago just can't find the target, but he's gonna miss the sitter. Unfortunately, he was curling in, but just not curling enough. Thiago is just gonna miss the sitter. Here we are now. The ball is back in our half. Gotta be winning these headers in our games. Here we go. Yep. Just trying to find him. Find our mans in space. Nothing too fancy, lads. Nothing too fancy, and we'll get the win. Nice and simple. Let's throw the camera over here and see what we're missing out, because it's very hard to see from our angle. Over here, I'm not too worried. Everton are definitely locking down the box well. You guys can see they've got like 6 players back already. They're definitely afraid of the Liverpool attack. I'm kind of hanging out on the wings. I know I need to get those passes in. Ooh, close again, going out for a corner. I need to get those crosses in. Maybe I can find Salah at the near post, far post. Excuse me. Here we are now. We're back. We're back. But look at that. It's just all over the place. Look at this. Alexander-Arnold crosses in nicely, and it falls for another corner. Jota can't put it home. We're all over everything now. We're just going shot for shot here, and it's always fallen to us. And Jota does well to get that shot away, and that's actually always going wide if the keeper doesn't bother getting his hands to it. But you don't want to take the chance. Klopp doesn't look too happy about that miss. It was a tight angle. I don't think it was ever really going in, but it is what it is. And me and the Everton striker are having a bit of a argy-bargy here, falling over each other. Yeah, now they're going to look to make that run. I can kind of feel that run coming a little bit. They're definitely playing good football, you know. They're definitely playing defensively well. Very defensively sound. Everything are kind of just... They're kind of pushing up a little bit by little bit. But our defence just seems that little tiny bit stronger. Just a little bit stronger, right? You guys can kind of see it a little bit. And there goes Mane. I thought he was further down the wing gone. I thought he was going to make a run. He didn't, unfortunately. Kind of came up short with it. Oh, he's done well. Mane's done very well. Mane going to go all the way. No, unfortunately, no, he can't. Still in there, though. Jota with the ball. He has to give it. Can't be greedy with it. Oh, finds Mane. Absolutely beautiful. Is it going to count? It looks like it is going to count. And Liverpool take the lead in the derby. And that is absolutely fantastic. A half an hour in, Sadio Mane getting hurt for his team, getting in there. Beautiful header, beautiful cross from Jota. Waited for the right time, didn't find greed with it. Just took his time, and Mane just found the right angle. Came in behind the defender, didn't even have a chance. Keeper got two hands to it, but just wasn't enough to keep it out. And we go 1-0 up in the derby. Sadio Mane, 31 minutes in, half an hour just gone, and Liverpool break the deadlock in the derby. It's a very, very important win today if we can get this again for another 3 points. And as I said, guys, we're just playing different gravy at the minute, you know. Our defence, our midfield, our strikers are doing their job. Just feel like the team is meshing so well together. It's insane. Look at that. Look at that. Like, it's just on point. I'm just having a great 2 games here. I'm really helping out for the team, and I don't think I'm going to get that success cross rate because I really don't see myself being able to. You have the stamina for that. Like, just the fitness isn't there after 2 or 3 games in a row, you know. I'm always going to find Mane down that wing. I'm always realising that he's always there, and then Jota comes across, and it's always easier for me. And then Thiago's there. Look at that pot. Are you joking? Are you joking? What kind of football is that? That's fantastic. And Thiago is able to find himself at the back post in open space, not a defender, not a CDM around. And he has just slotted it home for the second goal. We've opened up the floodgates. I think we can definitely get more than 2, and definitely get another one. I mean, look at this. It's unreasonable to have space like that. Thiago has found himself in space close to the 6-yard box, and just absolutely slots it home at the near post. Fair play to him. It's a fantastic play from Liverpool, and here we are 2-0 up, and I might not even sub off. I might just leave it at the 2 games and then make you guys wait for the next one, because I'm having such a great game and we're coming into half time soon, but I'm just really enjoying playing. I don't want to come off, especially in the derby, and you know, Everton really have to kind of pull up their socks now and find their opportunities, because the way we're playing, I actually honestly don't think, like, look at this, like, it's insane. Like, I don't think any team is going to give us issues. Maybe City, Tottenham as well, if any, but I really don't see it being too much of an issue. The only issue I can see where I really need to come off in this game is running down the wing and trying to chase the ball down. That would be an issue for definite. But look at this, like, we're just all over them. All over them. We're having some game, and so are Liverpool in general. We're just having 2 fantastic games. Look at Trent trying to pick it out there, and he does. Unfortunately, he can't find the ball. Tried to make a great pass. It was unfortunate, but we're going to go in at half time here, guys. 2-0 up in the derby. You can't ask for more. The Southampton game, we played absolutely fantastic. They barely got a shot off, barely got out of their own half. Everything looked dangerous in the early going. Haven't done much since then, since we scored the first goal. Guys, let's get into the second half and continue the momentum and pick up another important 3 points for this Premier League. Okay. Looks like we're going to be making a substitution here. Jota is coming off, and he's coming off for Minamino. Fine with that. It's good to see him get the time, you know, get your play in. Like Minamino, good player, so definitely going to see what he can do now. Nice young player up top there. And hopefully he can make a statement on the derby. You know, it's all about making your statements at this club, and you got to prove to the skipper that you want to be here. And I did not mean to call for that. I pressed it by accident, but it's worked out because we were able to move the ball around. And no one's making their runs, unfortunately, so I'm just going to give it off. For some reason, Mane didn't want to run down the wing. I don't feel like he wants to run down the wing. He thinks I'm going to carry it through. But look at that. Look at that. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate for Mohamed Salah. Came close. Came very bleeding close. It's a beautiful ball in. Nice high ball. Oh, unfortunately, just couldn't keep it down. Matip, nothing to be ashamed of. Great player. Just couldn't find the target. It'll come again. The next shot will come again. Got to spin that around. He's been hitting the back of the head there by the Everton midfielder. You know, marker by man again. Everton now just once again trying to have difficulty getting out of their own half, and they're up here now. Oh, they're through. They might get one back. It's offside. Sorry, I stopped talking there for a minute, guys. I was just getting a bit kind of... They're definitely pushing a lot further, but he was offside. Trent played the offside trap beautifully. Had a look at him, said, hold the run. Damari Gray coming off. And Thiago's coming off. Didn't even notice that at first. Kieta coming on. Happy with that. Fine by that. Right. Playing it back down the right. Everton have the ball back. It's going good. It's fine. Just got to apply pressure as we've done here. That left wing there now is looking quite exposed. He's going to look trying to kind of cut in, I feel. They're not really too favourable of him cutting in though, by the looks of it. Oh, tried to make the tackle. He's dummy. Spun me out. Oh, Alisson does well to make a save. There was a little bit of confusion there on the part of me and Van Dijk. Not to worry, Mane's coming off, and here comes Luis Diaz on. Great young player as well. Going to make a splash here in this game for definite down the left wing. We are still quite tired. Alisson picks it up without an issue. If he wants to just throw it here, I'll take that, because I can find you in space. Boom, beautiful. And you know what as well? I'm actually going to follow it up because I feel like I can keep the run going. And look at that. Look at that. Should have kept it going. Should have kept it going. Keeper's gone and dive for it. Mo. Oh. Unfortunately, nothing comes of the attack. But the keeper looks for the clearance. Clears as well. Everton are starting to kind of get a little bit more defensively sound. I can see him looking to make that run again. And here they are, they're on an attack, and I've left my defender, I've left my mans. And Everton, unfortunately, still can't. Oh, they pull one back. They have pulled one back, unfortunately. It is now 2-1. And we have definitely not got to drop this lead. The defending there was absolutely atrocious. Alisson can't make every save in the world. But here we are, got to look to pull one back. Definitely on to us now. Definitely on us. Not to mess this up at all. Once we don't give them any opportunity, they won't have an opportunity. We are. We're just going to play it nice and neat. Nothing too dangerous. Got 20 minutes left to get another goal. And we just really need to relax now on our attacks. The defence is always going to be there. Now, we made one mistake in it and it cost us, but unfortunately there'll be no clean sheet today, and I'm trying to play the offside trap, but the lads won't seem to push back. Maybe I have to play it off as well. Van Dijk does beautifully there. I'm going to see if I can keep that in. I can't, unfortunately. It's going to go out for an Everton throw in. Everton man. I did not mean to slide. I pressed the wrong button. That's unfortunate. I pressed the wrong button and it just kind of cost us there. I'm absolutely shattered. Hey, guys, I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. That's actually my pet. He was very hungry. But nevertheless, we keep going. Game is nearly finished here. Just about done. Come on, guys. We can get this. We can absolutely get this. Turn him. Got it. Beautiful. Stunning. Lads. Play through. Guys have got to play through. They don't seem to want it. It's very, very defensively sound here from Everton. But we're looking well. We've got loads of time here. No one was having a shot. Someone's got to pull a shot there. There are Everton now on the counter. Gotta push in, lads. Gotta push in. You can't be affording that now. None of that. Played the offside trap there on. We're doing really well. He's in again. Oh, it's gone wide. Thank God. It's just gone wide. Me heart. Just gotta. There we go. Me heart nearly dropped. 3 minutes left. And we've collected another 3 points. And that's all we need. Just 3 more points. 3 minutes, 3 points. Everything are really showing that they're up for this derby now. But it always happens to us, you know. Somewhere in the second half we play so like silly football. The Southampton game was a key factor where we just played fantastic football the whole way through, and for some reason Everton have been able to kind of pull one back and kind of ruin the clean sheet. But even Mo Salah now, he's kind of doing what he was doing in his old ways, you know, hanging onto the ball for too long, and it's just it's tricky, like. But it looks like it's going to end there. It does. It looks like we're going to collect another 3 points here at Goodison Park. I'm telling you now, that's going to be very happy, and we do get the 3 points. That's fantastic. You know, everything we're attacking well there in the final parts of that game wasn't well enough to get a draw out of us. But Jesus Christ, that came down to absolutely. We kind of had a little bit of an issue there. You know, we're going to pull them off the floor. Say, good game. These guys done very well. Should be proud of their performance. You know. Little quick handshake. The derby wasn't full of any yellow cards or anything like that, nothing major, so I'm very, very happy with that 6.9 rating. Unfortunately, we did kind of do a little bit worse, and we're going to get into the ratings here and see what Klopp has to say for us. Okay, so we hit nothing. Like, we did terrible apparently. 7.5 didn't get it, make 4 interceptions, didn't get it, and get a cross success rate of at least 50. There was no way I was getting a success cross rate of 50%. It's only half, I get that, but still. It's difficult with stamina like that. That's a silly thing that Klopp would want from us. I actually got us a minus in the 25 starting 11. But guys, let's get into the next fixture and see who'll be playing in the next episode. Okay, so in the next episode, guys, we're going to be coming up against Wolves in another Premier League game, who are 13th, and we should definitely be looking to picking up points. You know, we're only 2 points behind Spurs now, so second place is up for grabs. City, 36 points, 7 ahead of us. It's not that bad. You know, City can easily drop points against the big teams, and then we'll be able to hopefully pick something up from there. But we do actually have a Champions League game 2 days after this again. It's a very, very busy month in December, so coming up to Christmas, you know, 2021. But guys, with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this episode, give it a big thumbs up. Click the notification bell so you never ever miss an episode. And if you enjoy content like this, guys, and want me to continue doing more of this, and you like seeing this, just subscribe. That's all I ask. Just subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy hearing me waffle on and have the chats, just subscribe. And we'll go through this together. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.